Hello again, it's Monster Forge, and you might be noticing that I don't have my normal setup, my backdrop, the game board that I use as a backdrop. That's because I'm working right now, trying to get a little bit of work done before I hit the hay. But anyway, I'm working on some commission stuff, and I'm also working on some personal stuff that I'm going to put out eventually in my store. But I just wanted to show you guys something. This is kind of a little bit of the behind the scenes type video, because I'm going to show you something that I picked up. I picked up one of these before, but I picked up another one at Ollie's the other day. I always talk about Ollie's, how it's a really good store for getting deals, and this is definitely a good deal. It's a box of minifigures that are part of a game that, you know, it might be a great game. I wouldn't know because I'm not much of a game player. But anyway, this is from a game called Monsterpocalypse. And this box set is the Chomp New York Series 2 Limited Edition Mega Monster Pack. And it has 6 miniatures in it. And the set was $5.99, which is a ridiculously good deal. These are really nice figures, really nice sculpts. And I figured I'd open them up and show you not only just really cool figures, but some of the things that you know, I've done with some of these figures before in the past. I've got a couple of custom miniatures I've been working on that I've used parts from this, but I'll give you a little look at this. This is the Monsterpocalypse. Expand your force with Monsterpocalypse boosters. This is from Privateer Press, who they make some pretty neat miniatures. These are like PVC, so they're a little bit softer than the Games Workshop Warhammer stuff, and I think that's ABS plastic or it might be polystyrene. I'm not exactly sure. It's a harder plastic. These are softer. This is one of the minis. This one right here. I've removed him from his base, but you can see he's kind of flexible there. And so, you know, if you're going to use them, it's good to have a base with them or whatever. But I took him off because I'm going to do something else with him. He hasn't been utilized yet, but he will be. He will be. But anyway, looking at these again, power up your game with Monsterpocalypse accessory and map packs. Once again, don't know much about it. Let's see. Power up with the Monsterpocalypse Chomp New York Mega Monster Pack. Available exclusively from Privateer Press and Stomp the Competition. And you see you have the Mega Laser Knight. And you can read about them there if you pause it and want to. The Mega Zorog, which you can read about him as well. This is the Mega Mogroth. Let's see if I can get it where and you can read about him if you so wish. And this is the Mega Rakadon, and focus in on that a little bit. There you go. The Mega Phobos 7. Martian tripod, nice. And the Mega Zorvoltus. And like I said, you can read about him if you want to. And like I said, I'm not really interested in the game itself, but just the miniatures. And so I'm going to get into this box, and we'll take a look at each one of them. Let's see. Try to do this as quick as I can. They come with some protective pieces over the easier to break pieces, I guess. Let's see this here. Yeah, they've got some twist ties. So I'll just go ahead and get these guys out. Probably easier to just cut them from the back. This one has two, because he's a big beefy boy. Alright, get these guys out of here and throw this plastic shell away. And let's see what we've got. Okay. This is the Mega Laser Knight. And the game pieces have, you know, like a stand on them. And it's got, you know, descriptors for the characters and whatever however the game works. I'm not really sure. But the figure itself is really nice. He's made out of a clear plastic, and I want to say, yeah, all of them are made out of a clear PVC, and they're really nice. Some of them look really good in the light, and even like if you've got like a, you know, they react pretty well with UV light too. Kind of hard to tell here a little bit. But yeah, they're nice. They're really nice figures. But yeah, so that's the Mega Laser Knight. This is Mega Zorog with his claws, and he's got a pretty cool kind of like a shell type or like a crustacean type look to him. This guy looks like a hero. I guess he's sort of like an Ultraman type. Maybe. I mean, oh, and they're just glued to the bases. So, and it's been, let's see, what year were these made? Hold on. These were made in, 2009, I think. So they've been out for a while, and that's maybe why the glue is kind of letting up after a while. It's good news for me because I don't have to worry about snapping anything, taking the guy off of here. It looks like somebody got their fingerprint. Ooh, there you go, CSI guys. But anyway, this is Mega Zorvoltus, and he's pretty neat looking. I haven't used the one that I have of this guy. You know, like I said, I have another set of these, and I haven't used this guy for anything yet from my other set. And then this is the Mega Racodon, and he's really cool. He's got like a dinosaur feel to him. The gold paint's really nice. All of them are clear plastic, but there's like paint apps on them, like sprays. So they kind of remind me of like Softly, Japanese soft vinyl. It reminds me of that with the sprays and like the gradations in the color. And if you've ever seen clear Softly, it's kind of reminiscent of that. I'm not saying it's the same quality or anything. These guys are really sturdy. These big boys, the thick ones, they're really like chunky in your hand. They got a great feel to them. You know, even if you don't play the game, these are great little figures to have. And I'm sure they'd be good proxies for other games. Like I could see some Space Marines going up against these guys easily. This guy's got kind of a Tyranid feel. Spoilers, there's something coming up with that. And this is the Mega Mogroth, and he's very, very Lovecraftian. Tentacles everywhere, eyeballs, really goopy looking, and with the, you know, I think of color out of space. You know, the Lovecraft's short story. This weird color. I wonder how he looks with the. Let's see how he looks with a little bit of black light on him. I don't. Ooh, Very, very cool. He would be nice to have under a black light. It just looks really cool. That's the color out of space. Bleh. See how these other guys look. Oh, yeah. Very cool. You know, I had not, until I started making this video, or was in the middle of making this video, I had not thought about putting these guys under a black light and see how they look. Ah! Well, sorry everybody at home. Oh, yeah. Very cool. Very cool. I'm a little bit of a black light junkie. I love, oh yeah. Oh, that looks real cool. And this guy, yeah. Very, very nice. And let's see. Ooh. Oh, I didn't expect this one to glow like that. Very cool. Yeah. I plan on doing something with this one and the other one. I plan on doing something Necron with Warhammer with this guy. It has a very Necron type of feel to it. But anyway, bring the lights back up. No, I just wanted to show you guys, like I said, these figures themselves are really good. This is a fantastic value. At $6, you're paying $1 a mini for these. And if nothing else, would just have cool monsters and robots sitting on a shelf, well worth it. But what I do with them, I'm a customizer, so I use parts for different things. I'm going to show a video. I'm going to show down the line a little bit. I picked up one of these Halo Elite Ultras at Ross for what was it? $3.99. By the way, they have these at Ross. Ross is a clothing store, but it's also a fantastic place to find really, really inexpensive toys for your collection or for using for customizing or whatever. But I took this figure and I made a proxy for a Wraith Lord from Warhammer, Warhammer 40K. And so this is basically, I did a lot of reworking of the articulation and everything, which you take away the articulation whenever you're making a miniature. But you know, I gave him a base and made his weapons and everything, and just used a lot of parts from different things. But the main reason why I bring this up right now in this video is if you look at the, what is he? Mega Laser Knight. You see his shield right here. I used the shield to make, or part of the shield to make the chest plate for the knight, the Wraith Lord. And I don't remember if I used anything else from him particularly on this. I don't think I did, but you know, just whenever you look at toys and all, if you're thinking about doing customizing, you get to where you start seeing shapes and all in toys that exist and say, oh, I can use that for something. But yeah, this is the Wraith Lord that I made, and I'm gonna make him available eventually. But this guy, what is he? Mega Mogroth. That's a very, very Lovecraftian name. The Mega Mogroth, you can see the tentacles coming out of the mouth, and the tentacles on the hands, the tentacles that hold the eyeballs. Well, when I made this chaos corrupted dreadnought type of thing, it's a proxy for a dreadnought. I used several pieces from this to make it. In particular, the tentacles that you see coming out from underneath the dreadnought are the tentacles from the hands. And this weapon, which is a tentacle weapon, is the tentacle from the mouth. And the tube that goes from the back of the dreadnought to the gun is one of the tubes for the eyes on the figure. So, you know, and this is another guy that I'm going to make available soon. So keep your eyes open. I'll be putting stuff out. Trying to remember, did those arms come from... No, the arms didn't. The little arms didn't come from these. I can't remember right now exactly what they did come from. Some kind of boogie thing. Oh. This is from miniature from the Zombicide game. That's what those came from. This gun came from a Star Wars Galactic Adventures or something like that. It's just all kind of little pieces. Skulls from the box of skulls from Games Workshop. And the mech, the Dreadnought itself is from the Privateer Press game Grind. So, you know, whenever you're thinking about making stuff, you have to think about what can I put on it to make it work. Oh, and the Corn Berserker skull came from the box of skulls as well. Oh, there you go, focus. Anyway, the last thing, then, this is definitely, those two are finished. But one of them that's a work in progress, and that's why the paint work on it's kind of bleh, is I'm working on a unique type of tyrannid critter. But you might recognize those claws on his arms are the claws from this guy. So, like I said, whenever you're making stuff, you don't have to buy the most expensive stuff to work as part of your customs for wargaming or just for making action figures and such. You can find pieces anywhere. Often I use, like, one of the series that I use a lot of pieces from are from Dollar Tree, and that is the Final Faction line. These toys, it's like a sort of like a futuristic G.I. Joe type toy line. But these sets, like this is the X4 turret. It's like a robotic turret gun, and it's not, you know, the upper part's not the most detail laden piece, but the legs and all are very, very detailed. There's a lot of little sculpted detail in there. This is $1.25. This is $1.25, and I have used these things to make all kinds of stuff. You know, like one of these sets right here, I can use pieces from this to make different components of mechs. I can use this to make like a backpack for a figure. I can use the main body to make, you know, some type of, like a mine or something like that. The legs would be good legs for other mechs. This set also is $1.25 at Dollar Tree. And this is a set that goes on a little mech called the P-131, but this is the Thunderbolt set. And these pieces are great. Like, these are little missile pods, and those look great on a, you know, like if you had a Dreadnought from Warhammer, or, you know, one of the mechs from, is it Battletech or Battle Mech? I can't remember the name of the game, but it's the game where you have the fighting mechs. But making stuff doesn't have to be the most expensive thing in the world. Just use good common sense when it comes to saving money and finding things, and luck plays a big part. I do a lot of thrift store shopping, and I do a lot of value store, like discount stores like Ollie's. Ollie's is a fantastic store. If you don't have an Ollie's, I'm sure you have a Big Lots or other things. If you don't have that, Ross stores, you know, like I said earlier, where'd he go? Oh, this was at Ross for $3.99. Yeah, $3.99. And you can take that and make it. It doesn't have to be, you know, an Eldar Wraith Lord. It can be all kind of stuff. I mean, you can make this into a Star Wars alien. But whatever, it's fun making this stuff. I would go nuts. I would go absolutely nuts if I couldn't make stuff. It's in my blood, and it's just fun to do. And I suggest for anybody to, you know, take a little whack at making stuff. Just cut things up and glue pieces together. It doesn't have to be perfect. Your first thing you ever make is not going to be perfect. I'll tell you that right now. I know the first thing I made was taping cardboard together to make a spaceship when I was a kid because we couldn't afford it. I made the Millennium Falcon out of cardboard boxes when I was a kid. And it definitely wasn't perfect, but I had fun doing it, and it was a lot of fun to play with it. So my challenge for you today is to go out looking for cheap stuff, chop it up, glue it together, have fun making stuff. That's all I have to say about that. Good luck hunting, and have a good time. Have a good day, folks. If you like what you see here, drop me a like, give me a follow, hit the bell for notifications whenever I post a new video. I've been posting a lot of videos lately, and I hope everybody's having as much fun as I have been making them. But anyway, good night, goodbye, good morning, wherever you are. Have a good one.